Hey, hey.
G'day, g'day.
How are you all?
Howdy, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Country and Western
You
Trivia.
can't even see my plate. Hey, Turbo Fish.
This week's theme is Country and Western.
My screen. There we go.
Collette is just finishing setting up the live stream, getting the chat window up for us. All right. Hope everyone's ready for a good trivia week.
Hey, Emily, Horse Girl Laura, Turbo Fish, Sandra Homespun Life, Susan, Little OSN, and Lisa NC. Pickerick.
Hey, Pickerick's early. How you going, mate? Howdy, partner.
The back wall, the magical back wall.
Hey, I think I've seen that pair somewhere before. We might try and get the bounty on them.
Hey, country girl.
Hey, country girl.
Hey, Linda. She's finally made it in.
Hey.
Yay.
Conklin, howdy, little outback partners. Why, howdy there. This week's Country and Western, so we got the back wall done up with our Country and Western gear. We've dressed up.
No worries, Laura. Hope it goes well. And you find them, if you're not going to keep the puppy, hope you find a nice little home for him. She found a dog today.
What sort is it? I'm always bringing stray dogs home and finding homes for them. We've ended up keeping one or two that way.
Hi, Lifesaver.
Hey, Lifesaver.
Annie Confetti.
Annie Confetti's here.
So today's theme is country.
Hey, Green Bay
Western.
Wacky's made it in too.
Thank you.
That's all right, Green Bay. Stay for as short or as long as you want, mate. Thanks for calling in.
Granny takes a trip. Is into...
Granny takes a trip. If anyone hasn't been here before, we do trivia every Tuesday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time in the USA.
Yeah.
That's Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 every Tuesday. And hopefully we'll see you every week for a bit of fun.
Thanks, Green Bay Wacky.
Thanks, Green Bay. We get dressed up for every theme each week. Last week was Under the Sea, so I had goggles on and we had fish and stuff in the background. We do up the wall every week too. Collette loves doing that.
Puppy dogs are barking.
Puppy dogs are barking. Hopefully no one's here.
Hey, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Tina.
You want to do a song first or?
Do a song? I can sing a song.
Yeah, open with a song.
Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye.
Gonna have some sarsaparilla.
I'm open for requests if you want to, if anyone feels like hearing a song and you want to let me know what it is. I might know the words or might be able to get them. Well, I hear that train a-coming, it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. While that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Now I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. I hear that train a-coming, it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. Well, that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antone. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle toot, toot, blow my blues away.
Yay!
There you go.
Rainbow Wacky reckons you sing like the Man in Black.
Yeah, I love Johnny Cash. Yeah, anyone who loves a bit of country loves Johnny Cash, though, I think. He's an icon, all right.
Country Girl said, who knew you could hold a tune?
How about that, eh? Yeah, it's a tiny bit flat without music behind me, but there you go.
That sounded good.
Yep.
Very good. Okay, we might get into it, baby.
You want to get going straight away?
Yep.
Going to get off to a flying start. For people who haven't been here before, the rules are really easy. All you've got to do is jump in with the answer. We'll ask the question first. This week's theme is country and western trivia. We do a different theme every week. And we're not fussy on correct spelling as long as it's close enough, and try not to abbreviate it for us.
We'll give you a quick look of the back wall.
Yeah.
Switch over. So that's the back wall tonight.
We've got the guitar here. I can't play guitar though.
It's got no strings on it.
Well, this is my kind of guitar. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. Oh no, the tack came out.
Let's just sit it on the floor, babe. Hey, Shannon.
And for trivia, we ask about 30 questions. And what we're starting to do now too is ask a couple of bonus questions. The bonus questions come from people's comments through the week. So once the live stream goes up to video, if you want to leave a comment in the live stream and give us a theme, we'll ask a bonus question in that theme. This week's bonus question theme is going to be wrestling, WWE. Someone suggested we do WWE as a theme.
The Blended Family Show suggested that little bonus theme.
Okay, so today's bonus question at the end of it all will be a question to do with rock and roll wrestling. I don't know if you used to call it that. We always called it rock and roll wrestling, but WWF or WWE, Raw. I don't watch wrestling at all these days, but I used to when I was younger.
Hi, Nippy.
And also in the comments, someone suggested horses as a theme. So we incorporated that into today's country and western theme. We put a few horse questions in there. Okay. And who was that? Who was that lovely person? Horse hair girl.
Oh, Laura.
Yeah.
Oh, that she's not going to be able to stay, so she won't be able to get her questions. She might have to watch it back.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just a quick note to everyone too. Later on, after this live stream goes up as a video, if you want to leave a comment on there with suggestions for themes or certain questions, just let us know. We're open to suggestions.
Hi, Tracy Plains.
Hey, Tracy, how are you?
Okay. You ready?
All right. You want me to ask a few to start with?
Well, first of all, I'm just quickly writing him a note.
Collette wanted me to tell you people what sort of farm I run, because I'm a pretty good wrangler, and I run a couple of thousand head on our farm. Only trouble is it's an ant farm. So it takes me a long time to find really small saddles, and it normally takes about 5,000 of them for me to ride them.
They pick you up and carry you away.
Yeah. All right, so that's what sort of farmer I am. I'm an ant farmer. So because I own a couple of thousand head, I can wear my jeans on the inside of my boots.
Okay, we'll start off. Hey, Pappy. Chief John Strongbow. Tiny lassos.
Yeah. Yeah. This afternoon I'm going to go on an ant drive.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Beautiful people ready?
Okay, as I was saying too, just
I need
first person on our screen with the correct answer gets a point. And person with the most points at the end of the day, it's going to be a long trivia. At the end of the trivia show, gets a prize. We send a package out from Australia. And today I think we'll do 2 prizes, eh?
Yeah, so you're going to take the
So we'll do first and second.
First and second answers that come through on the screen. Or you're just going to take the first 2 with the most at the end.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Both.
Okay.
Okay, so how we normally do it is we just take the first answer that comes through, but today we're going to mix it up a little bit and take the first 2 answers that come through. That just gives people a bit better chance.
2 correct answers.
The 2 correct answers, yeah. So that just gives people a little bit of an extra chance, because sometimes the lag changes the order a bit. First on your screen, but by the time it gets to our screen, someone else is first. So on our screen, we're just going to take the first 2 correct answers. They get a point each, and at the end of it all, the top 2 scores will send a prize out. We might send a $5 Australian note.
Over there if you want to.
A little koala, a Simple Joy sticker, just a little package like that, and we'll send it out to you, and it'll take at least a week to get there. Okie doke.
Okay.
Let's go.
Giddy up.
Yeehaw, partner.
Giddy up.
Giddy up. Again, thanks everyone who's come in, and welcome to people who are here for the first time. Off we go.
Hi, the Wilders.
Hey, the Wilders. All right, just met the Wilders earlier today.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Remember, just if you think you know it or you want to have a guess, just type in first one on our screen gets a point.
Okay, what is another name for barbed wire?
This is like a little nickname.
Okay, another name for barbed wire. So think country, western.
I'll give you a minute first. If no one gets it, I'll give you a clue.
No, it's got a little special nickname.
Bob. You said Bob, Tina.
Pippa Rex says RIP.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's the devil's something.
Hey, Manic.
Hey, Manic. Welcome in, everyone. Okay, first question is, what is another name or a slang name, nickname for barbed wire? The devil's something.
It's a hard one.
Ooh, close. Tracy said lasso. The devil's snare, said Rick. The devil's hook.
Oh, Country Girl said devil's snare too.
Yeah, it's getting close. Okay, I'll give you another clue. It starts with R. The devil's R. There we go. Green Bay Wacky got it. All right. Well done, Green.
Green Bay Wacky. So
Green Bay Wacky is first on the board with 1 point.
And who else? You're going to do 2. Green Bay Wacky said it. Yep. And anybody else? Country Girl.
Country Girl. All right. Devil's Rope. So the first 2 people get a point. Oh, Susan Sullivan was next after that. Close. Well done, Wacky. For anyone who hasn't met Wacky before, he does a lot of funny videos on his channel, and then also does a really popular sub for sub channel. If anyone wants to call over there, pick up a few active subs. He's got a really good channel if anyone wants to check that out. And if anyone wants to sub up to each other while they're in here, go right ahead. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hi, Wildman Chris. Okay, number 2.
Numero dos.
In The Lone Ranger, what was the name of Tonto's horse?
Not the Lone Ranger's horse, Tonto's horse. Hey, New Jersey.
No, it wasn't Silver.
No. Silver. Ooh, someone got. No, that's close. It's not Spot. Close. It does start with S though.
Green Bay Wacky got
Green
it.
Bay's on it again with Scout.
Deep in the
Woods. All right, g'day, Deep in the Woods. Deep in the Woods is one of our trivia queens. She's been coming for ages and is awesome at trivia.
Okay, so Scout was the correct answer.
Oh, we're getting a few right answers now. Country Girl. Susan.
Okay, Linda was asking whether you had one of these on your... Sorry. Never mind. Okay. She'll know this one. Okay. Name the object that attaches to a cowboy's heel. Millie said the answer.
On the back of his boot. What does a cowboy wear on his heel?
That was too early to give away clues. Deep in the Woods got it with Spur, and Green Bay Wacky was, and Turbo, no, actually.
Turbo Fish.
Turbo Fish. The screen's going fast.
Hey, Turbo Fish was our winner last week?
Yes.
Awesome. Turbo Fish did really well on the undersea theme last week.
So the correct answer was Spur. Yeah, Linda said, have you got spurs on your boots?
Not today.
He's not wearing any boots today. It's too hot.
I was flat out just putting all my jeans and gear on.
This is what he wore for our wedding. He wore the cowboy shirt and hat and jeans because we had a country themed wedding. You're welcome, Green Bay Wacky. He said, this is so much fun.
Glad you like it, mate. We do this every week, every Tuesday. Now, I've thought about doing it twice a week, but at the moment we're only doing it once a week. And we do a theme on the back wall every week. Collette loves doing that. We change the theme for the questions, and we usually get dressed up too.
Jacob Grant. Okay, number 4. In which... Oh, you do this one.
Okie dokie.
Because I struggle.
Okay, question number 4. Which infamous battle was General Custer defeated in? Which infamous battle was defeated in? Thanks, Wacky. If anyone hasn't met us before, I'm Grant.
And I'm Collette.
Husband and wife. We've got 4 sons. And we live on a hobby farm in Australia, so we've got heaps of animals.
Okay, Deep in the Woods got it with Bighorn, and Green Bay Wacky was underneath also. So that's 1 for Deep and 1 for Green Bay.
Hey, look out. I didn't know you were so good at trivia, Wacky. How about that? Another live stream I went to today was...
You're right, JJ. Glad you could join us.
Wild Chris 06. And his wife is in here today.
And him also.
Is Chris in here?
Yep, he popped in.
Are you in here too, Chris? Thanks for coming in, mate. And his wife, I was trying to look for her screen name.
Wilders.
The Wilders. Excellent. So if anyone wants to join up to them, Chris does a gaming channel that I was in today.
Nice to meet you too. Okay, number 5. What was William Frederick Cody more usually known as?
So he was a big name in the Wild West. Who was William Frederick Cody better known as?
Well, Linda got it with Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill, there we go.
Yeah, so Linda and Granny.
Because Buffalo Bill and Wild Bill, 2 different people. Wild Bill was Bill Hickok. Wild Bill Hickok. And William Cody was Buffalo Bill.
Bad guy Cody. The rifleman. Awesome. Linda and Granny.
What we try and do like blocks of 10 questions. So after 10 questions, we'll have a couple of minutes break to catch up.
And then I do a score tally.
Yep.
Okay, number 6. Susan's got an inch of snow. Inch of snow.
Ooh, we never ever had snow here. We're in Queensland, Australia. I mean, certain parts of Australia, especially down south, get snow, but never up here in where we are.
Okay, these are sort of like the fast 5, so they're quick little answers. Okay, what is the correct name for a baby horse? Okay, you'll have you got your eyes on so you can see?
All right, the correct name for a baby horse. Shannon reckon they got 7.5 inches of snow. Wow. Is that the first time you've ever had 7.5 inches, Shannon?
Okay, correct.
Any confetti with foal?
And
Tim's World with foal.
We'll take incorrect spelling or
spelling doesn't matter. We know sometimes keyboards muck up or
panic sets in.
the spell check jumps in on you. All right, so we got our first
Tim
two.
and Annie.
Tim's World and Annie Confetti.
Simon's from Canberra.
Oh, g'day, Simon. Simon's just down a bit.
Okay, number 7. Panic. I know, panic. What did Tonto call the Lone Ranger? Someone said this earlier.
I know a joke with this, isn't it?
Is it GA?
Yeah, I think so.
Or you can tell it if it's GA. And if it's not.
Yeah, it's GA. I was just trying to think if it's...
New Jersey and Tim's World.
Kimasabi. Hey, Kimasabi.
New Jersey. And Tim. So, Kimasabi.
Yep. Okay, so Lone Ranger and Tonto out on the plains, riding just by themselves. And then off in the distance, the Lone Ranger notices a big line of Apaches, got their weapons on them. You know, they look angry and ready for business. And he's going, oh, he starts looking for an exit, and he looks over to the right, and there's another big line of them coming over that hill. And before he realizes that they're absolutely surrounded, and all these Apaches in their war paint, ready to go, and he looks at Tonto and he says, oh, Tonto, it looks like we're in trouble. And Tonto looks back at him and says, what do you mean, we, white man?
See you, Green Bay Wacky. Old one.
Yeah. It's a bit of a dad joke, but there you go.
Okay.
Thanks, Wacky. I'll see you again on your stream before long, mate. What do you mean, we, white man?
Okay, number 8. I'll wait till some people catch up. If you're lagging or anything, just hit F5 to refresh. Or the little circle thing up there.
Yeah, if anyone thinks they're getting a bit of lag, just hit your little refresh tab, which is your circle with the arrow on it, or hit F5 on your keyboard. Okie dokie.
JJ says, love the decorations and the hats.
Thanks. I've had that poster, that sign in the frame behind us. RM Williams is a brand here that does boots and jeans and country wear. And that's an old vintage poster that I picked up that used to be in like a store. You see the Longhorn brand is their type of boots, those ones. So the Longhorn brand was boots they used to sell them. That used to be up in a store originally, and I picked it up.
Okay, number 8.
Excuse me.
What is a chuck wagon?
A chuck wagon. I reckon if I was on a cattle drive, this is where I'd spend most of my time, at the chuck wagon. Kim and Susan. First with food. Conklin's food truck, yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We would have taken any variation. Mobile kitchen, food wagon. It's basically the kitchen supplies and everything was in the chuck wagon.
I do food and Susan. So Tim and Susan. You're right.
Excuse me, yeah.
Well, that chewing tobacco, babe.
It's because I'm a cowboy. I had a bit of a horse in my throat.
Okay, number 9. Name the postal service used in the 1860s.
Name the postal service used in the 1860s. And R. Conklin says, did you hear about the Indian chief that drank 50 cups of tea? He drowned in his teepee.
Annie and Sandra. So one for Annie and one for Sandra. Lots of Funny Express. So
few right answers in there. Few people got it.
Hey TPG. So the correct answer was.
Hey, Trailer Park Guy.
Was the
There you go, mate. What question are we up to?
Number 10.
Alrighty, number 10 already.
You just did this. What do you call a tin a cowboy spits in? Do it again.
I think they used to use it a lot for chewing tobacco, didn't they?
Sandra and Tim.
Sandra's Homespun Life with Spittoon, and Tim. A few of these people are from I've met and good friends with in Pickerick's live stream. Pickerick does a live stream just about every day.
So Spittoon.
There's heaps of really cool channels in here. A lot of people in here have got great channels. If you just want to sub up to each other, even if you wait till after the trivia, if you wait till the questions of the trivia are up, make sure you sub up to each other, because there's heaps of good people in here who show really good support and have got good channels.
Tim Swell says he has one. He says, I have one.
You got an old Spittoon? Who said that?
Tim Swell.
Ah.
Good to see you too, Trailer Park Guy. Okay, I'll do a quick tally so far because we're.
Is it like an old brass one?
Oh, come on. Okay, I'll do a quick tally. We've got Tim sitting on 4. Green Bay Wacky, who had to leave, he was on 3.
He was off to a flying start.
Yeah.
He's probably lucky he couldn't stay.
So Deep in the Woods is 3, and then we've got Annie with 2, and Life with 2, Susan with 1, New Jersey with 1, Granny Takes a Trip on 1, Linda Calipari on 1, Turbo Fish on 1, and Country Girl on 1.
Now the scores are probably going to be a little bit higher today, because we're actually taking the first 2 people with the correct answer. We normally only take the first correct answer. But we're just playing around and seeing if it's any better to take the first 2. It'll give a little bit of leeway for lag or different times. So we're taking the first 2 correct answers, and at the end of it all, at the end of the 30 questions and the bonus question, we'll give 2 prizes today. We'll send out 2 packages from Australia.
Pickerick has none.
Who asked Susan?
Yeah, he's not on the board yet, Susan.
Come on, Rick. You can't let them have this over you, mate. You've got to get at least 2 today.
You want to do some?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at number 11.
Okay, we'll get back into it. Just a reminder too, if you feel like you're lagging, hit your refresh button, your circle with the arrow, or your F5 button, and that'll just start the stream back up for you. Rightio, number 11. Who played the main role in the film Calamity Jane? So the question is, who played the main role in the film Calamity Jane? Someone said Fonda. No. Trailer Park's got it. Doris Day. Anyone else? There we go. Nippy fan for life.
So Nippy and TPG.
Nippy and TPG got it with Doris Day.
I need that one because this one's got answers too.
She used to do songs too, eh, Doris Day? Little blonde cutie. Okay, next question, number 12. This is an easy one. You've got to be fast for this one. Ready? What was the Lone Ranger's horse called? So a lot of people said it before for Tonto's horse. Here it is now. It's not Doris Day.
It says Doris Day.
Who said it's not Doris Day?
Okay, Turbo Fish has got it with silver and New Jersey with silver.
Well done. So Turbo Fish and New Jersey both got a point with silver. And then heaps of right answers after that. Everyone's come in with silver after them.
Hi-ho!
Hi-ho, silver away! I really loved the Lone Ranger movie that Johnny Depp was in not long ago. Well, probably 3 years now. But I loved it.
Doris Day did the original.
Yeah.
So we're going old school amongst some of these. These were a little bit hard to put together.
It was a bit hard how to thin them down because we had so many different ways we could go in areas like country and western music, actual country and western era, country and western movies. So we just took a little bit from different eras and different genres all over the place and mixed it up. Hey, JJ, how you going, mate? Good to see you.
Okay.
That Depot movie lost tons of money. Oh, the Depp.
Lone Ranger
did it? I loved it. I thought it was really good. I liked it. Anyway, next question, number 13. What was the name of the cowboy in Toy Story?
Welcome in, Bergie. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name.
Bergie Love.
Welcome in. And
Welcome.
Forest Food Permaculture.
Really easy if you want to join in, Bergie Love. All you have to do is type in the answer when we ask the questions, and the first 2 correct answers on our screen get a point. At the end of it all, we'll send away prizes and packages to the 2 top winners.
Okay, Annie Confetti and Sandra Homespun Life with Woody.
Well done. What's the matter, Pickerick? You can't even answer kids' movies first.
He's saying Elvis and Bigfoot. You snorted.
I did. Number 14, next trivia question. What was the name of the gang headed by Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? What was the name of the gang headed by Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? Six words in the name of this gang. So it's got a nice long name.
If you get stuck, you can always go to Google. On Google.
Yeah, see, normally if people know it, you won't beat them with Google.
Linda Calipari with Hole in the Wall gang.
Linda's first with Hole in the Wall. And I said 6 because if you say it like the Hole in the Wall gang. So Hole in the Wall we'll take.
Someone else put it.
And Brian Toscano, Hole in the Wall gang. Tim's, well, that's the gang I'd be in, mate. He reckons Over the Hill gang.
So Brian and Linda.
We'll go from a really old gang
Hang on.
to a more modern gang.
What are you doing?
Who sang Blaze of Glory in Young Guns 2? Young Guns 2 was a more modern Western with Emilio Estevez, Lou Diamond Phillips, Kiefer Sutherland. And I want to know who sang Blaze of Glory, the song out of it. I'm going down in a blaze of glory.
Shannon!
Woohoo! Shannon's got Bon Jovi.
PPG. Shannon.
Lord, I never drew first, but I drew first blood. I'm a devil's son. Call me Young Gun. Look what Faron bought me. I don't know if you know pop figures. Faron collects pop figures, and that's one of them. What's his name, Faron?
McCree.
That's McCree. Is he a sheriff or just an outlaw?
Outlaw.
Okay.
Thanks, Food Forest Permaculture.
You want me to go now?
Yeah,
For
you
your
ask,
first
it, you, ask,
five?
you ask a couple, Doll.
Um,
People haven't met Faron before. That's our youngest son.
Linda says hello,
Hello.
Faron.
Faron was actually named after a country singer. I really like Faron Young.
Hello.
So that's where Faron's name came from. I've listened to Faron Young for years. He was not actually Faron Young's nickname was the Singing Sheriff. You might know his name, but you'd know at least a couple of his songs, like 4 in the Morning.
Well, his middle name is Cassidy.
Yeah.
So he's Faron Cassidy.
So Faron was actually our boy that had country and western influence for his name.
Yeah.
Nippy knows who I'm talking about. Good singer.
Okay, can you call him out,
Well,
please?
it's 4 in the morning, and what's more, the dawning just woke up. A warning in me, wishing I'd never met her, knowing if I'd forget her.
Welcome back. Okay, number 16. I'll go on from now. Okay, what was the horse in Gunsmoke? Now, this is a really old one.
I didn't even know this one.
If you don't know, you might have to Google.
What was the name of the horse in Gunsmoke? I'll give you a clue. It starts with B. And today's trivia show is proudly brought to you by the Simple Joys.
Deep in the Woods got it with Buck. Can I get another?
Some good guesses there. Bullet, Bandit, Betty.
Twister. So Twister and Deep got it with Buck. So it was an old one.
All right. Twister Dog got in second.
Okay. Bambi Buck.
Remember, all beverages taste 10% better out of a Simple Joys cup.
The link is in the description.
We do have merchandise if anyone's ever interested. We've got Simple Joys t-shirts that say spread the joy or take time for the Simple Joys. We've got cups, stickers, pens, all that sort of stuff if anyone's ever interested to have a look.
Lawson says it's fun watching.
Thanks, Lois.
Okay, number 17. What was John Wayne's nickname? Hey, Deborah.
What was John Wayne known as?
What was John Wayne's nickname?
Hey, Deb. Long time no see. Hope you're doing all right. Don't say that, Susan. You've got a point on the board. A lot of people haven't even got a point on the board.
Duke is at, so R. Conklin and Tim's World. R. Conklin's on the board.
All right, R. Conklin's is up, and Tim's World has got 2.
5.
5.
Yep.
Holy dooly. He's shooting ahead.
Yep, he's on the board and going.
He's on his horse and he's through the gate. Shut the gate, the horse is bolted. Still plenty of time to catch him, though. It's easy to catch people because it takes so long to get a couple of points.
Duke Mayonnaise rocks. Never heard of it.
Duke Mayonnaise.
Okay, number 18. What classical western starred Grace Kelly in 1952? So this is an old one also.
I absolutely love the song out of this.
Okay, what classic western starred Grace Kelly in 1952?
I think this was black and white. This was a really old western with
So
Grace Kelly in it.
Oh.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. I love the song out of it, and the song, I'll try to sing the song without saying the words. The words for the answer. Do not forsake me, oh my darling. Deep in the Woods is up, and Country Girl. And Twister was just behind Country Girl. Turbo Fish is just after them. Michelle was up there.
Wait along.
Wait along. Do not forsake me, oh my darling. You made that promise as a bride. Do not forsake me, oh my darling. Wait, wait alone.
19. You want to do this one?
Yep. Okay, number 19. Who sang These Boots Are Made for Walking?
These
Boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. And one of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Boots.
You ready, Boots?
Start walking.
Da-da-da-dun, dun, da-da-da-dun, dun.
Nancy Sinatra. So Deep in the Woods and Manic.
I would have also taken the one that did a remake of it. Who was she? She was that bit of a dopey broad. She sang, she was in the Dukes of Hazzard.
What a description.
Oh, well, Jessica Simpson, that's it. Thanks, Annie Confetti. See, she knew who I was talking about, that dopey broad.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I mean, I would much rather hear the name Nancy Sinatra, but I would have also taken Jessica Simpson because she did do a remake.
Okay, number 20. This one's an easy one. Okay.
An easy one. Fingers on the finger on the trigger. Hands on the buzzer.
What do you call an adult male horse? Thank you, Rochelle.
Is Horsehair Gal still in here?
Laura? Yep.
Yeah. Laura asked for horse questions through the week on comments. So we threw horse questions in with the country and western.
Western.
Western. That's the western question.
Laura got it with stallion.
All right. Anyone else coming in? We need stallion from someone. Tim's World, stallion.
Tim's World. Okay, that was 20. So do you want me to do a quick tally or do you want to keep going?
We had to study that book in elementary school for a project, The Black Stallion. Did you ever read that book?
No.
The Black Stallion? That was a cool book.
Okay, so we've got Deep and Tim World on a tie of 6. Then we've got Green Bay Wacky. I'll count him out because he's not in anymore.
Hey, Deep, you want to win this week to add a $5 Australian note to your collection?
We got Annie Confetti and Susan on 3. And then we've got New Jersey on 2, Turbo and Linda and Country Girl and Granny and Susan. Oh, sorry, and TPG on 2, Nippy, Brian, Shannon, Twister, Arconfant, Manic and Laura all on 1.
Well done, everyone. And then, of course, heaps of other people have given correct answers. They're just, the tally is the first 2 people up on the screen. So there's been heaps of people with right answers. That's just the tally of the first 2.
Okay, we'll keep going.
Don't be modest, Deep in the Woods. You're very smart. Deep in the Woods, ages back, a long time ago, she won. Didn't? No?
No, I was talking. Sorry.
Oh.
I was talking to TPG.
I thought you were correcting me.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking to
we
TPG.
Sent some Australian coins, just a little coin denominations. And this week, one of the prizes in the prize we're giving away is a $5 Australian note. So that'd go well with your collection, Deep in the Woods.
I'll be going to the post office later on today, Trailer Park Guys, so I'll just check it. No,
we didn't. And I think there's still people in America that never got our Christmas cards too. And we sent ours out like 3 weeks before Christmas.
And then all different packages.
There seems to be a really big mix-up in Australia to America and America to Australia post, both ways.
Yeah. So I'm going to the post office this afternoon and trying to find out where things are.
Yeah.
I might have to start doing things registered post, but it costs a little bit more. And that way I know whether you get them. And see, JJ didn't get a card either.
No way.
So, like, I sent them out way before Christmas.
I'm pretty sure even with JJ's card, I wrote a letter in it, didn't I?
I can't recall.
I think I might have done a handwritten letter with your card too, JJ.
I can't
Oh,
recall.
that sucks. Okay, we have to try and sort that out. Hopefully it just turns up one day.
Yeah. Okay, number 21. See, we sent packages out before, so we know that they get there.
Yeah.
It just might take a little bit
longer.
Sometimes,
you know, it never takes less than 7-8 days. It's 7-8 days at the absolute quickest, and then sometimes it takes 3 weeks, but the ones over Christmas have just still not turned up.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shannon. We love you too, mate.
Okay, number 21.
Simple Joys. Trailer Park guy, thank you. Trailer Park, you're so sweet. We love watching your stuff too, mate.
Okay, number 21.
There really is some beautiful people in here.
Are we ready to continue? According to the song, where do Garth Brooks have friends?
Well, I got friends in where the beer chases and the whiskey chases my blues away. I'll be okay.
Annie Confetti.
There we go. Annie
Turbo.
Confetti and Turbofish must be Garth Brooks fans. They were first in with Low Places. Folk dancers. Wow. There's heaps of them. Well done, everyone. Friends in low places.
Okay, number 22. In the 1840s led people to rush to the west.
Going north to Alaska. We're going north. The rush is on. Way up north to Alaska. Way up north.
Turbofish and Annie Confetti got it with gold.
Well done. Turbofish and Annie Confetti are coming in.
It was the gold rush. There's gold in those hills.
Did you give that to Turbo?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Okay. There's gold in them there hills.
Okay, turning over the page.
Must be time I asked one, eh?
Yeah, I'm turning over the page. You know you have your own questions over there.
No, I didn't. All right. What does the title of Winchester refer to? What is a Winchester?
We haven't got our coffee maker here today.
I know Gus isn't here today.
He's out visiting somebody.
So it's no use knocking the magic wall today.
Turbofish and Annie Confetti got it with rifle.
Gun or rifle? A Winchester 73, I think, refers to the 1873 model Winchester.
That's correct. It's a rifle. You want me?
Winchester's Cathedral. It could be that. Conklin. What's the one the Queen actually lives in? Oh, that's Westminster, isn't it? Westminster Abbey.
West.
Chewing on cactus? No, I have no pricks in my mouth.
I actually went to try and get, because we got some cactus growing along the fence, but it was too hard to bring them in. I was going to bring one in for the wall.
I know.
Okay, now you only did one question. Are you going to do more?
Oh, okay. Okay, type 1 if you want me to ask some questions, or type 2 if you want Collette to ask some questions.
Start with you.
Windsor Castle. Okay. Windsor Castle. That's where the Queen stays or lives. 1. That's for me. Me.
Okay, you do some, yeah.
All right. Well, you have asked quite a few.
I do.
Okay. What are we up to?
Number 24.
Number 24. What is a common way of assessing a horse's age? And you don't cut its leg off and count the rings. And you don't lift its tail and count the rings.
Tonya. Teeth.
Teeth. Turbo Fish and Tim's
Tim's
World
World.
are first with teeth. And then Laura was just behind them with teeth.
I know. Give us a safer one.
New Jersey, I'm not going to repeat that.
No. You nearly got me to say it.
If they run away real quick, they're young. If they stay and enjoy it, they're old. Number 25. Who was known as Little Miss Sure Shot whilst taking a starring role in Buffalo Bill's Wild West show? So in Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, who was known as Little Miss Sure Shot?
You're all winning on our screen, Conklin.
Hey, Conklin, don't you storm out and saying you're first in line.
Okay, so JJ said Annie and Country Girl said Annie. Actually, it was Sandra, sorry.
Sandra and JJ.
JJ. JJ's on the board. Well done.
Well done, JJ. Is Pickerick on the board yet?
No,
Oh, Pickerick.
I think he's reading a book.
All right. What are we up to? Number 26.
JJ
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
JJ says, wow, finally.
I know. It is hard to get on the board
It is.
between all the people answering and lag and different times and internet speed. It's really hard to get a point. Our next question is, this is a little bit more modern. What is the title of a comedy western movie featuring Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson? It premiered in the year 2000. So in the year 2000, which comedy western movie featuring Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson was released? Oh, so close.
New Jersey
New Jersey got Shanghai Noon.
and Trailer Park Guy.
Trailer Park. Shanghai Nights was so close, but it was actually Shanghai Noon. So New Jersey and TPG, was it?
Yes.
With Shanghai Noon. And we've got a couple of people really close with Shanghai Nights. They did do a follow-up.
I think Shanghai Nights was the follow-up.
Number 2 might have been Shanghai Nights.
I like Owen Wilson anyway.
Yeah, but the one released in 2000 was Shanghai Noon. So sorry if there was any confusion there, but the one in 2000 we were after.
You're not invisible. I see you.
Who are we seeing?
Country Girl.
Hello, country girl. I see you. Which singer was known as the Man in Black? Easy one. This was mentioned earlier. Which singer was known as the Man in Black? I go down, down, down to a burning ring of fire.
Hey, Tony Brown.
Hey, Tonya.
And Femi Loveless. Okay, so we're taking full name. Trailer Park Guy, Johnny Cash. And Deep in the Woods with Cash. Johnny Cash. If we're going to do full name, Johnny Cash.
Okay.
So TPG.
Yep.
And Deep.
He did so many good songs. I'd sit and listen to Johnny Cash albums for hours.
And Turbo Fish is fighting with predictive text. Hey, Tatter T.
Hey, Tatter
welcome
T,
in.
welcome in. It's really easy if you want to join in. Just after we ask a question, type in your answer. And the first 2 people in with the correct answer get a point. At the end of it all, we add up the points, and the first 2 winners get a package sent from Australia. We do it every week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA. It's actually Wednesday, just before lunch for us. It's about 11:30, just before lunchtime.
Yep.
Wednesday, but we do it so it's Tuesday night trivia in America.
Grant went to a karaoke and dressed up as Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I wore this hat,
Black
full button-up black shirt with a black tie, me black jeans, a belt. I love this belt. This is one of my, just about my most favourite belt buckle, this one. I don't know if you can see that.
Stand on your tiptoes. There.
So I wore that belt buckle, and I had a guitar slung over my shoulder too, because it was a fancy dress karaoke. So I went as Johnny Cash, and I sang Johnny Cash songs all night.
Yeah.
I actually won a voucher for the Baas voucher or something. I got a bottle of scotch with it anyway.
Laura says that's a very small
That's
belt.
a small one. What? That's big in Australia.
Okay, you want to keep going?
Guts and Glory, we did have one or two John Wayne questions earlier. Okay, I'll do, how about I do 3 more questions? That's all that's left.
That's all that's left.
Okay, I'll just do
And
this.
then you got your bonus one.
I'll just do this next one. How long must a rider stay on a bull to get a qualifying score in a rodeo? How does a rider have to stay on the bull in the bull ride in a rodeo before he qualifies for a score? All right, Turbo Fish is first up with 8. He is next with 8. 8 seconds before you get a qualifying score.
Oh, Pickerick just missed out.
One hand has to stay on the rope, and your free hand isn't allowed to touch yourself or the bull, or else time gets cut. So if that free hand accidentally hits the bull or yourself, your time gets cut. If you get bucked off the bull, your time gets cut, or if your hand comes out from under the rope.
Yeah, keep going. Pickerick missed out by that much.
Okay. Ooh, this is when I expect Horsehair Gal to come in on.
Laura.
Yep, Laura, I want you to get one of these. What is the common unit of measurement for a horse's height? So what term do they use for measuring a horse's height? How many of these measurements for a horse? So,
Tim's well.
all right. Oh, everyone's close.
The country girl and Tim.
I didn't realise so many people would know that.
Say hands.
Tim's World, Country Girl, Laura, Sandra, Turbo, Conklin, Rick, Deep in the Woods.
Meters, yards.
Wow, heaps
Centimetres.
of right answers. Well done, everyone. And number 30, the last question.
Yep.
This one's a little bit more modern as well than some of the previous older movies. This is number 30. After this, we'll do...
Hang on, just wait. The video's lagging. Do you want to press it?
Okay, we'll just hold on for a second if anyone wants to refresh.
Because this is your last one.
Actually, before we do the last one, we'll do a tally read, hey?
No, we'll do tally read.
Okay.
We'll say last week's winner also sent us a gorgeous video of
oh, that was awesome.
I really enjoyed seeing that.
I got really emotional watching it.
Yeah, it was really awesome. Showed us a video of us reading out the final tally, and she was doing it with her little boy with her, and yeah, she got excited and we got excited with her as we watched that back. It was so awesome.
It was
to
really
see.
cool. I mean, you're there answering. We know you're there having fun, but just to see it, it actually blew us away that people are actually having that much fun and enjoying what we do. It's really cool. So thanks for doing that.
Yeah. Okay, are we lagging still?
And this is the last question, but after this question, I think we'll do a bonus question or two. I'll describe that more after I say this one anyway. Okay, so for the country and western, number 30, who directed The Hateful Eight? So The Hateful Eight came out, oh, I don't know, 3 years ago maybe. It was a western movie. Who directed it? No, that's a good guess though, New Jersey. Clint Eastwood has directed a lot of movies. No. No, not Ron Howard. He's a good director too. I'll give you a clue. Them gore in it.
Tarantino.
Yeah, there we go.
So Deep,
JJ, you got another one.
and Deep in the Woods.
Deep in the Woods.
And JJ. So Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino.
Awesome. You want to do this week's themed one? Or is that just after?
I haven't seen the blended family in here
No.
this week, but through the week we had a comment left by the blended family on the live stream video that went up, because we asked people, if you've got suggestions, just leave us a message in comments. You can hit thumbs up for us. That'd be really good. Show a little bit of support. So if anyone wants to leave a message in comments through the week, take that into account, and if we don't use it as a whole theme, we'll do a bonus question out of it. So show asked if we could do anything on WWE wrestling. So this week's bonus question is wrestling. So again, anyone can join in. Hey, Dave's in here. Just in time for a wrestling question. Dave likes wrestling.
I'm just doing a tally while you're doing that.
We went more vintage, but for this question, Hulk Hogan's famous ring entrances in years involved him ripping off a t-shirt and tossing it into the crowd. But when he wrestled as a heel, which is a bad guy in wrestling, in the early 80s, his attire was a little different. Can anyone tell me what he used to wear into the ring on the top half of his body? It's a little bit long-winded, but basically when Hulk Hogan was a good guy in wrestling, he used to rip off his Hulkamania shirt and throw it in the crowd. And when he was a bad guy, he wore something else. Can anyone tell me what that something else was? Nope, not a mask or a bandana. Shannon said titty tassels.
Nipple piercing.
Over his shoulders and around his neck, and it went down his back a bit.
A banana hammock. Nobody knows.
I'm after this one specific word that starts with C.
A boa, a smile, a belt.
A feather boa.
A do-rag.
Hey, there we go.
Pincher got a
Penny pincher with cape.
So he wore a cape.
And then behind them was Susan, Country Girl, Twisted. Yeah, it was a cape.
Okay, our winners for trivia tonight, we have a tie, which is Deep in the Woods and Tim's World. They're both on 8. Well done. Congratulations to you both.
Well done. So that's who we'll send the 2 prizes to.
Yep. Then I'll do a tally, and then Turbo and Annie Confetti got 7 points.
Oh, so close.
They got 7 each, and then TPG.
Did they get 7 each?
Yep. TPG and Sandra got 4 each.
Wow.
And then New Jersey got 3, and there was lots and lots on the board with 1. Well done. Tim's World, if you can message us through Twitter or the Simple Joys Facebook page, and we can send you out a little package. And I've got Deep in the Woods details anyway. Awesome.
Okay, and now that we've finished the 30 questions, I'm going to move on to the heavy stuff. Have you finished your coffee, Bob?
Yeah, it's all right.
Do you want anything to drink?
Yeah.
I'll be back in a sec.
Awesome. Congratulations to Deep in the Woods and Tim. And everybody else who participated. It's all in fun. The husband and wife team, Annie Confetti and Turbo, got 7. Yep, see if you can PM us through our email address down below, Tim's World. Our email address is in the descriptions. Yes.
We got more of these.
No.
Cheers, everyone.
I don't know whether you're in camera then.
Yeah, I think so. Cheers.
What was the name of the Lone Ranger's nephew's horse?
Nephew's horse? Didn't even know the Lone Ranger had a nephew. Who asked it first? It might be a joke.
Tim's World.
I don't know, Tim. Who was the Lone Ranger's nephew's horse?
Was there a period of cowboys in Australia? Oh, well,
yeah. No, they weren't so much called...
well, there was Ned Kelly.
Well, that's bushrangers.
The bushranger.
Like in the early days of settlement, there used to be outlaws that held up the stagecoaches and that sort of thing. They were called bushrangers.
Yeah.
So instead of like your gunslingers and your outlaws like in the Wild West, they had what they call bushrangers here. But then out west too, like just as far as actual cowboys working the land and cattle and that sort of thing, they have jackaroos and gillaroos.
Yeah.
So jackaroos work the land with the horses, and gillaroos are female jackaroos.
It was Victor. It was from a movie, A Christmas Story.
Oh, wow.
And Dave says, WKZZR says, Quigley was down under.
Oh, have you seen that one, Dave? Quigley Down Under. It's an old Tom Selleck movie. If anyone hasn't ever watched that, do yourself a favour and have a look at it.
And JJ says, where does the Lone Ranger take his trash? To the dump,
to the dump, to the dump, 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 to the dump, to the dump, to the dump, 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 to the dump, to the dump, to the dump, 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 to the dump, dump, dump. We used to sing that every time we went to the dump as a kid. Thanks, Shannon. This is my good one.
That was his wedding hat. I got a wedding picture.
The old one that I wear around the paddock when I'm working is hanging up in the corner there. That's my old Akubra up there that I wear all the time, but it's filthy.
Can't do that. Look at those scallywags on the wall.
But this is my good one for when I go out. So I don't wear this one too much at all, and it's a leather one. Cause I'm wanted. Okay, Guts and Glory, John Wayne fan. I'm not gonna hit you. To hell I'm not. Excuse me, my voice is cracking up. I love that old John Wayne line. I'm not gonna hit you. To hell I'm not. Baby.
Oh.
How much?
They
You're bound to get at least $5 each for us.
Though. That's dusty. Oh, look at that. I had brown hair there. That was our wedding photo at our wedding.
I think I've been framed.
That's made out of horseshoes.
No, it's not.
Yeah, dear.
No, it's not. It's just cast iron.
Oh, well, looks like horseshoes. Oh, I can't get that
Nicole
back up there.
Kidman movie where she lived in the outback. Yeah, that movie was called Australia. Had Hugh Jackman in it. Hugh Jackman's a good actor. He plays Wolverine. He was in, what's that, Steel one?
We could. Guts and Glory. You said we should do Doctor Who trivia. We'd have to get our eldest to help us.
Our eldest is a Doctor Who fan.
He'll be in here doing it with you.
Yeah. We'll get him to come in and ask. Guts and Glory, just so we don't forget, through the week, once this live stream now goes up to video, just leave a comment in there suggesting Doctor Who trivia, and that way it'll go on to the list of what we look at.
Real Steel.
Yeah, that was it, Real Steel. He's been in heaps of stuff, Hugh Jackman.
Hey, Mr. Boots, you missed trivia today.
Good singer too. He does theatre. What did he do? The Boy from Oz? The story of Peter Allen? He did that really well. Peter Allen was a big entertainer in Australia in sort of like the 70s mainly, and he was really good stage performer and singer, and he was gay, and Hugh Jackman just played him brilliantly.
I'm writing down what JJ says. And space trivia.
That's pretty good, JJ, because you could sort of cross over into all the space movies too and do a bit of Star Wars, a bit of Star Trek, and then do some real planet and solar system stuff as well. That's not bad.
I don't think of a theme until a few days after this one.
Yeah. Red Dwarf. Did you get Red Dwarf there? I know Red Dwarf was big in the UK, and we got it here. I didn't know whether you had Red Dwarf in the USA.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he was the old washed-up coach sort of thing in Eddie the Eagle. That's right.
No worries, Tanya. Thanks for joining us. She says
Thanks, Tanya.
Have a wonderful night.
You too. Have on that list.
Oh, you had a funny little thing that.
Oh, name the tune. Do you just want to do a bit of name the tune? I've got like 5 lines written down here out of the song.
It'll be just for fun, nothing else.
Yeah, just for fun.
You got little 3, and then you got a little.
Okay, before the song ones, I'll ask you a riddle. A cowboy rides into town on Friday, stays for 3 days, and then leaves on Friday. How did he do it? Rides into town on Friday, stays for 3 days, and leaves on Friday. How did he do that?
Well done, Penny Pincher. The horse's name is Friday.
That's it. Tim got it too. Friday was his horse.
That time was.
We're going back. Back where, Doc? Back to the future. That's where that line come from too. You duded up, egg sucking gutter trash. That was out of Back to the Future 2 or 3, where he went west.
He went to the saloon and he got drunk.
Lost a couple of days in the bar. All right, what else you got written down here?
Name the song title of these lyrics.
So there's a couple of lyrics written down. I'll just sing a lyric or two, or 1 or 2 lines, or see how I go. Try and guess the song. Trailers for sale or rent at 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but there we go. 2 hours of pushing broom buys a 4-bedroom. The road, Tim's World, King of the Road. Well done.
Thanks, Nippy.
Thanks, Nippy, for life. Nippy for life. Nippy fan for life. I love Roger Miller. He's got heaps of good songs. Do wackadoo. Well, I hear tell you're doing well. Good things have come your way. I wish I had your good luck charm, and you had to do wackadoo, 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 be-doop, be-doop, boop. All right, the next one, we'll do a name that tune. Here it is. Ready? They're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make a big star out of me. The biggest fool that ever hit the big time. And all I gotta do is... Now, I think Buck Owens did this, but I've heard the Beatles do it too. I like the Beatles doing it. Yeah, Tim said Buck Owens. So we're after the name of that song.
Act Natural.
Okay, Shannon, what was Roy Rogers' horse's name?
Jackie got it with Act Naturally.
Act Naturally. Well done, Jackie Hicks. And all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. Yeah, good song. All right, one more. This is the last one for Name That Tune. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bone, a mind that's weak and a back that's strong, you load.
And what do you get?
Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Blood, Mr. Boot. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood.
16 stones. And what do you get?
Another day older and deeper in debt. Yeah, you got it. 16 tons.
Well done.
JJ, Tim's World, R. Conklin, Nippy
Hey,
fan.
Steve. We're doing really, really well. Poor Man's Ballad.
Oh, that's a good song too, Tim's World. Big John.
You had an uncle called
Yeah.
John, and he was a big man.
He was a big man. He was probably about minimum 300 pounds. He was a big man. He was probably closer to 340 pounds.
But a heart of gold.
Beautiful,
Beautiful
big man, yeah. Just like the song.
Yeah.
Nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just drifted into town and stayed all alone. He didn't say much, kind of quiet and shy. And if you spoke at all, you just said hi to Big John. Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got in a fight over a Cajun queen. Then a crashing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fella to the promised land. Big John. Big John. Then came a day at the bottom of the mine when a timber cracked and men started crying. Tempers were frayed and hearts beat fast, and everybody thought they'd breathe their last, except John. Through the dust and the smoke of this man-made hell walked a giant of a man in the miner's new well, grabbed a sagging timber, gave out with a groan, and like a giant oak tree just stood there alone. Big John.
No worries, Shannon. Shannon's going to head. Michelle's heading too. She said she'll see you on the porch.
All right, see you, Shell. Oh, it is getting close to that time too.
Yeah. We might wrap it up. Thank you all for joining us for trivia. We love it. Love doing it. We will be doing another one next week. Same time, same place.
Just before we go, is there any questions or anything you wanted to ask or know before we go? Thanks, Lois Ann. I love that song. Now there's only one left down there to see, Big John. That worthless pit, they just placed a marble stand in front of it. These few words are written on that stand. At the bottom of this mine lies a big, big man. Big John. Big John.
You're welcome.
You're very
Tim.
welcome, Tim. Thank you, everyone, for joining us
Don't forget to email me, Tim.
on the trivia every week. So thank you guys for supporting us and coming and joining in and having some fun with us. Bye, everyone. Yeehaw!
Bye.
You're very welcome, everyone. Love yous. Do we all have cattle around there? We do. It's the landlord's cattle are Conklin. He's only got about 25 head in the house and on this property, but they're not actually ours. They're the landlord's.
Bye.
Bye.